hate it down here. Why? Because I'm always lost, and I always feel like a geek. I mean, could there be more black clothing in one place? I don't think so. Are you sure I'm not gonna look stupid at this party? Models, you always say models. Now, if I knew where I were, I wouldn't be calling. Spring and West Broadway. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, 2 blocks west and 4 blocks north. Very good. Okay, now which way is west? I'll figure it out. Bye. Going to the party? Great. Me too. Great night, huh? This party should be great. You friends with the party people? Oh, this could be great, right? I mean, right? Well, you've had a chance to scope out your options, and now it's time for you to make your move. You go into the party with me, Master Operator Jack Beener. We'll have a drink later. She's into me. I can tell by the way I'm being completely ignored. Wow. I am dressed completely wrong. Ha!
I'll take that.
Oh, my friend is a dick. So, since I'm already here, I should avail myself of the largest glass of vodka they'll give me, and then depart. In the 10 minutes it takes me to do that, I could A, go for this girl, and I told you why I think she digs me. Or I could go on a reconnaissance mission. Scope for other babes.
It's just, I don't think it was
I'll be right there.
Direct? I'm never direct with women. I mean, that's just my style. I mean, like, I'm supposed to just walk over to her and say, hello? Yeah, right, that'll work. All right, you chose it. But first, what do you think I should use? A breath mint, chewing gum, Tic Tac? Psych! Okay, all right. Hello. Hello there. Hi. Hey. Hey, nice sign. Hey, if we were both liquids, do you think that... you're on a desert island, and I were a coconut. Hi there. Hi. Hey,
Yes?
I'm your man.
Thank God. Let's get out of here.
Yes!
Now we can get down to business. Okay, I'll slip you the discs as soon as we get downstairs, all right? But right now, we gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Hello, Leslie. Oh, I see you've made a new friend. Is he your man?
I'm her man.
Her dead man?
Oh, her man. I misunderstood. My name is Herman Cheeseball.
Yes, you are.
Stop it, Richard. We can work a deal.
Oh, Leslie. Bad TV game show references? All right, here's my offer. You give me the discs, then I kill you. Or I kill you, then I take the discs. Either way, we kill him.
You guys know something I don't know?
You went with the cheese ball? Well, short film.
What did you do to this guy?
Shoot back!
Shoot back? I don't have a gun.
Oh, very funny. We both know every FBI guy has a gun.
Well, that's probably true.
This is not the guy.
This sucks. Come on.
I can't tell you how unhappy that made me. Now, this is an interesting set of circumstances. You, not having been maced, had an opportunity to see the route of escape. I, however, was not so fortunate. So, that puts us in a position of mutual need. I need you to tell me where they went. You need me to not flip this switch, which will lock the doors to the theater and begin a 24-hour Menudo music marathon. Yes. So, in any event, I need your assistance. Which way did they go? Out the window or back to the party?
Next time I'm at the club, I should stop looking and try exercising. Oh, Leslie! Leslie! Freeze! Okay. Sure. The easy thing to do would be to panic. Let's review. To my left, and some several stories below, an unknown gun-wielding psychopathic maniac in a very good suit. And to my right, a veritable cornucopia of automatic and semi-automatic weaponry. So my first instinct is to run like a scared rabbit, because, well, that's my nature. Or I could try and jump to the adjoining building, make a clean getaway. I could do it. Or I could become Special Agent Jack Beener of the FBI. Thank you. Everything is going to be okay. happy. I think you can handle it from here.
Thanks, Jack. That's incredible. You have set an example for the entire...
I know. There's an innocent woman downstairs who needs my help. And possibly some dinner. Leslie?
Nice work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
I forgot my coat.
I want to thank all of you. Yeah, it's people like you who make up the very fabric of
Ah,
our...
shut up.
Okay. Well, I guess that wraps things up.
Oh, not quite.
What's left?
The ending. Like the one I want for starters.
Come on, indulge me.
Hello there.
Good night, folks. Sorry to have bothered you.
Jack, in this case, truly the best man won.
Okay.
Outstanding job, Jack. Press is outside. Mind if we let him in?
Okay.
Jack, the president wants to speak to you.
Cool.
Jack,
Oh, hang on a sec. Yes?
I owe you my life.
I'm well aware.
How can I ever thank you?
We'll talk about that over breakfast. Hey, how's it hanging?
Across the seven seas and over the rainbow, you and I today. Let's steal that lover's moon. My heart's a big balloon floating up to the stars. You must be kidding with that sad expression of depression. Don't you know the things that we can do? It's only fitting I make this confession. My obsession is to take you so far to where you can be all the things you are. So why delay? We'll grab that old guitar and swing upon a star in heaven above. Don't cry today, let's fly away to love.
Campbell and Associates?
Leslie Campbell, please.
Yeah, speaking.
Miss Campbell, this is Special Agent Banks.
Banks? I thought you said no future communication till we made contact at the party.
I know, Miss Campbell, but we've had an unavoidable change of plans. We have to make the exchange at 9:30.
9:30? But it's 9:25. Banks, I thought you said 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm really sorry about that, but something came up. So do you have all the information we discussed?
Yes. I've got all the financial statements, plans, bank account numbers transferred to computer disks. With the info on these disks, we'll be able to put Richard Hewitt away for a good long time and clear my name once and for all. With the money he siphoned, we could have built 2 of these by now. Detective, you haven't made any other changes, have you? We're still meeting the same way, right?
No. Everything else is exactly the same. I'll recognize you, and the code word is I'm your man.
Okay, I'm your man.
Miss Campbell. It's imperative for security reasons that you come alone.
Fine. I just hope that everything is fine. Tell me it's gonna be okay, Banks.
Nothing to worry about. Everything's under control.
Okay, so then I will see you in, 5 minutes. Or should I say, you'll see me, right?
Leslie, you're doing the right thing.
Thanks, Detective.
Going to the party?
Yeah.
Great. Me too. Great night. This party should be great. Are you friends with the party people?
There's one in every crowd. It's just a drag when the crowd consists of 2. So up until now, you've been checking things out. But now you have to make a choice. Do you want to go to the party with one of them or with me? Red wine. Perfect. Now all I have to do is wait. That was Richard Hewitt's limo outside. You don't think he knows anything, do you? No, nah. How could he? And I mean, even if he did, what's the worst he could do, right? No. Okay, forget it. I'm done waiting. What does an agent look like anyway? No, it couldn't be him. Or could it? No. Now that looks like an agent. What do you think?
I think so too.
Hello, I'm Leslie Leslie!
Oh, look, I'm sorry, but I need to know. Are you my man?
Hardly. Hi, Leslie? I couldn't help overhearing, but my name is Jack, and I'm your man.
Good cover. Let's get out of here.
Curse it.
Richard is here. Oh, thank God I found you.
I'm glad you found me, too.
We gotta do this fast.
Oh, well, speed's my middle name.
Go check the door.
Okay. Ah! Not okay. Your friend Richard, about so high, medium build, nice suit.
That's him.
Wielding a firearm. Ah! Well, he's just outside the door.
Okay, take these. They have got everything on them.
What the hell are these?
You are my man.
Well, yeah, but it's gonna get me killed. Ah!
This is definitely not the guy.
Leslie, it's Richard. Hey, I'm out of here, huh?
Too obvious.
Damn it!
Oh, hello there. Let me preface this by saying that despite the fact that you have chosen other people to follow during this little divertisement, I don't resent you at all. However, one thing, which way did they go? Out the window? Or are they still in the room? Oh, I see. Afraid of betraying your new friend. Yes, I myself know something about betrayal. That's why, in anticipation of just this sort of event, I have taken the liberty of wiring each of your seats with 110 volts of alternating current. It's pedestrian, but effective. Now, which way did they go? You see, it's either them or you. Now, out the window, or are they still in the room? I'm sorry to pressure you, but this is...
Next time I'm at the club, I should stop looking and try exercising. Oh, Leslie! Leslie!
Freeze!
Okay. Sure. The easy thing to do would be to panic. Let's review. To my left, and some several stories below, an unknown gun-wielding psychopathic maniac in a very good suit. And to my right, a veritable cornucopia of automatic and semi-automatic weaponry. So my first instinct is to run like a scared rabbit, because, well, that's my nature. Or I could try and jump to the adjoining building, make a clean getaway. I could do it. Or I could become Special Agent Jack Beener of the FBI. All right.
Sir, we're the FBI.
Oh, cool. Richard.
Whoa, nice suit. We need your help. We lost contact with our agent inside, and the girl you were at the party with
Leslie.
is in serious trouble. You have to go back for us.
Whoa, can I just call? Send a fax? FedEx?
Find her and get her out of there.
You see, that sounds like a group activity.
Too risky, we'll blow the whole operation.
Well, God forbid.
Now get down there and do us proud.
Well, maybe it just explains it. Hey. Guys. Hey, guys. Leslie?
Nice work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
I forgot my coat.
I want to thank all of you. Yeah, it's people like you who make up the very fabric of our...
Shut up.
Okay. Well, I guess that wraps things up.
Oh, not quite.
What's left?
The ending. Like the one I won, for starters.
Come on, indulge me.
Hello there.
Good night, folks. Sorry to have bothered you. Miss Campbell, you've done the right thing.
Leslie, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
What are you talking about? I've cemented a prosperous career, I saved my reputation, and you're going to spend the rest of your life rotting in jail. Good night, Dick. Sorry about your, life.
Leslie, I'm Jeffrey Oppenheim, chairman of the Metropolitan Planning Commission. In light of what's going on here, I'm turning the entire Metropolitan redevelopment project over to you.
Thank you.
Meet me in my office tomorrow. We'll talk over coffee.
It's been some evening. What about dinner? Say, Paris? If we hurry, we can catch the Concorde.
Okay, absolutely.
Campbell and Associates?
Leslie Campbell, please.
Yeah, speaking.
Miss Campbell, this is Special Agent Banks.
Banks? I thought you said no future communication till we made contact at the party.
I know, Miss Campbell, but we've had an unavoidable change of plans. We have to make the exchange at 9:30.
9:30? But it's 9:25. Banks, I thought you said 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm really sorry about that, but something came up. So do you have all the information we discussed?
Yes. I've got all the financial statements, plans, bank account numbers transferred to computer disks. With the info on these disks, we'll be able to put Richard Hewitt away for a good long time and clear my name once and for all. With the money he siphoned, we could have built 2 of these by now. Detective, you haven't made any other changes, have you? We're still meeting the same way, right?
No. Everything else is exactly the same. I'll recognize you, and the code word is, I'm your man.
Okay, I'm your man.
Miss Campbell, it's imperative for security reasons that you come alone.
Fine. I just hope that everything is fine. Tell me it's gonna be okay, Banks.
There's nothing
worry about. Everything's under control.
Okay, so then I will see you in, 5 minutes. Or should I say, you'll see me, right?
Leslie, you're doing the right thing.
Thanks, Detective.
Well, it's all set, Mr. Hewitt. We'll grab the discs and be in the clear. She doesn't suspect a thing.
I heard, Lawrence. That's why God gave us speakerphones.
So that's the end of it?
Not quite.
What?
Hear me out on this issue, Lawrence.
Despite the fact that we have the disc, she still has all that potentially incriminating information tucked inside her head.
But we know she hasn't spoken to anyone.
But she might.
That's a problem.
Lawrence, when you work for Hewitt Industries, there are no problems. Just challenges.
But without the disc, she has no proof. No one will believe her. I mean, what are you gonna do, kill her? Oh, no, Mr. Hewitt, you can't be serious. If that's your decision, you can count me out.
I already have.
In the future, you probably should wait for my go-ahead. Get this cleaned up. Meet me back here in 15 minutes. You're clearly an upscale crowd. Up till now, you've been networking. But from now on, your choices will have more serious implications. Will you be attending this soiree with myself or with them? Excellent choice. Shall we? Ah, contact has been made. How fortuitous. Now, there's a word I don't get to use nearly enough.
Wait a minute. Wait, I'm gonna miss Chuck Woolery on Scrabble. I don't want to do that.
May I be completely frank with you? I am just so disappointed. Leslie Campbell had everything going for her. Ambition, beauty, business sense, and now this, moral integrity. Oh, gives me the willies. Well, one can hope that she'll respond to a lucrative business proposal. So I could offer her $1 million cash and propose a scenario of undying love. However, if she has, in fact, already made her contact, negotiation might be impossible. So perhaps I should just, kill her outright, Excuse me.
I'm talking to you.
You want villain? You got villain. Well, the choice is clear. I leave it to you. Sometimes I can be so silly.
Now we can get down to business. Okay, I'll slip you the discs as soon as we get downstairs, all right? But right now, we gotta get out of here.
Okay.
Hello, Leslie. Oh, I see you've made a new friend. Is he your man?
I'm her man.
Her dead man.
Oh, her man. I misunderstood. My name is Herman Cheeseball.
Yes, you are.
Stop it, Richard. We can work a deal.
Leslie, bad TV game show references? All right, here's my offer. You give me the discs, then I kill you. Or I kill you, then I take the discs. Either way, we kill him. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun.
Who are you talking to? You chose the bad guy.
God, I feel like a mushroom. Always in the dark, people throwing crap on me. Work with me. this guy. Shoot back! Shoot back! I don't have a gun! Oh, very funny. We both know every FBI guy has a gun. Well, that's probably true. This is not the guy. This sucks. Come on!
I can't tell you how unhappy that made me. Now, this is an interesting set of circumstances. You, not having been maced, had an opportunity to see the route of escape. I, however, was not so fortunate. So, that puts us in a position of mutual need. I need you to tell me where they went. You need me to not flip this switch, which will lock the doors to the theater and begin a 24-hour Menudo music marathon. Yes. So, in any event, I need your assistance. Which way did they go? Out the window or back to the party? I'm waiting.
Yeah, this should be easy.
Killed all those people for some girl you didn't even know? That must have been so scary. You just killed them just like that?
I don't think so.
Was she talking to you?
Are you... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What do you think? Wrong number. Great. Hi, I'm Leslie.
Well, hello.
Oh, this will never work. This will never work.
Leslie, look. Think about this. All this aggravation. Looking for your man? We can work this out. Yeah, anything is possible. Leslie, dear, the ball is in your court.
I'll tell you what he can do with his balls. Not much. Leslie, darling, this man is a greaseball liar. And honey, believe me, you get into bed with the devil, you're gonna get screwed. Sweetie, he's against everything that we hold dear. Look at him. He's a crook. He's a creep, and he's a real asshole.
Do we have to listen to all of this? Look, Les, in my view, it's simple. Negotiation plus capitulation on your part equals you get to live. It's up to you.
Turn me into a bad girl. Talk this out, Richard.
We can talk.
Let's dance while we talk. Nothing I can do to convince you.
Quite a change for someone who just squirted me with mace.
You stuck a gun in my face.
Where are the discs?
Well, they're right here.
I'll have to see them.
What do you think?
Well, we should handle this strictly professionally.
Leslie?
Good work, Jack. I'll take it from here.
Jack, are you okay?
Well, I'm a little shaken up, but I'm all right.
Why did you come back?
I forgot my coat.
I'd like to thank all of you. Hey, it's people like you who make up the very fabric of this great nation.
Shut up.
Okay. Well, I guess that wraps things up.
Not quite.
What's left?
The end! Like the one I won, for example.
Oh, come on, indulge me.
Hello there.
Night, folks. Sorry to have bothered you.
So, I guess everything turned out okay, huh?
Right. See ya.
What time is it?
5 or 10.
Good evening, officer.
Action!
9:30? Banks, it's 9:25. I thought you said we'd meet at 10 o'clock.
I'm really sorry about that. Something came up. Do you have all the information to discuss?
Yeah, I've got all the financial statements, bank account numbers, plans, transferred to compact discs. Shiest. Sorry.
Just a moment. Ready?
And action.
found me just in time.
I think so, yeah.
I'll slip you the discs as soon as we get downstairs, okay? But we gotta get out of here right now.
Okay.
Hello, Leslie. Oh, I see you've made a new friend. Is he... Stop.
Action!
Thank you. I was shocked at how uncooperative the last audience was. So were they. Too obvious.
Carl, where were you on the bed when we were...
Not here?
Yes.
What worked with you?
What are you talking to? What are you looking at?
Excuse me. You want villain?
Oh.
You got villain.
Oh, my. Oh, it's just been one of those days. Oh.
Sorry.
Action!
No, Mr. Hill, you can't be serious. If that's your decision, you can count me out.
I already have.
Bang! Cut!
In the future, you probably should wait for my go-ahead. Get this cleaned up. Meet me here in 15 minutes.
And cut! Thank you. Cut, thank you. Very good.
And unlock the door for me.
You're clearly an upscale crowd. Up till now, you've been networking, but the time has come to stop switching channels. I can't remember my line.
Action!
I am dressed completely wrong. Oh, my friend is such a dick. Well, since I'm already here, I can avail myself of the biggest glass of vodka they'll give me and then depart. In the 10 minutes it takes me to do that, I can, A, go after this girl, and I already told you why I think she digs me. Or I could go on a reconnaissance mission, scope for other babes. Or I could become a rock god, and the girls will flock to me.
And cut. And action!
I am dressed completely wrong. Action! Cut! Cut! And action! I think you can handle it from here.
Thanks, Jack. That's incredible. You have set an example for the entire...
I know.
Fun, but far from satisfying. But that's all about to change. Let's try a little experiment, shall we?
The film is one side. The technology is the other side.
You'll be seeing a lot more of these. Go ahead and press the button in front of you to activate your console.
She's getting away.
And then the third side is the audience.
Yeah. Go! It's Leslie.
And none of it exists without each other. You know, if one element is missing, there is no movie. There is no entertainment to be seen. If the audience isn't there making choices, being active, there is no movie. It doesn't get made.
This could be great, right? I mean, right?
I was asked the question whether somebody, for example, Martin Scorsese, would ever be interested in making an Interfilm, and would he allow someone to, quote, edit his film, and my answer was probably, yeah. I think that there will always be films as we know them.
And they said, so the audience is like the writers, sort of. They like writers. And I said, yeah. He said, great. Soon they'll be down like the directors. And they'll be shouting up, no, move a little to your left, and stuff like that. But I can't. It was funnier when he said it, because he was from Hollywood.
When Bob called me one evening with this crazy, out of his mind dialogue as to this concept.
The image I always have is, in the old Star Trek, Spock played that three-dimensional chess. You always saw it in his cabin. And writing Interfilm and conceiving of it is very much like what I imagine playing that kind of chess is. It's really three-dimensional.
My first reaction was, great, we'll talk about it in the morning, because I just wanted to go back to sleep. At which we met in the morning, and Bob kind of not only laid out this concept of how we can make this work, but he basically had a whole structure in place as well, not to mention a basic screenplay.
The writing of this thing was, it's kind of like it's a writer's nightmare and it's a writer's dream at the same time. Because there are different, as many as 9 or 12 different things could be happening in real time on the levels of this movie. So all they had to do, the writing team, which were great, Ben Garant and Michael Schwartz and Jeffrey Gurian and Elisa Tagger, what they had to do was they had to keep track of the voices of their characters. How would I react as the character in the moment of the scene?
We'll have a drink later. She's into me. I can tell by the way I'm being completely ignored.
All the basic rules of drama apply still. You've got to have good characters, you have to have a compelling story. It's obviously a much more complex one because you have to give all these options and you have to deliver on the options. But still, the structure and the characters and what it says and is it funny or is it not funny all still applies.
I don't think anybody really knew what they were making except for the director. Maybe the cameraman understood it, but I'm pretty sure no one else had any idea why we were doing what we were doing.
We shot every night, night for night, at our offices.
It was incredible. It was just a mind-opening experience.
Our offices are down in Soho, this 11-story building. We used the whole first floor we turned into a soundstage, 3 stages, the party sequence that you see, the Professor Bob set.
Do you realize he's the only man who's worked with both Otto Wagner? Yeah, okay, he didn't work with Otto Wagner.
We used 3 hallways on 3 of the other different floors.
Otto Klemperer?
We used the whole entry hallway in the building.
No, right. This is what I wanted to say.
We used the street. We shut off the block, did that.
He's the only man who's worked with both Otto Preminger and Otto Klemperer.
We did all the roof sequences on the roof of our building. We used two other apartments in the building to shoot the interiors of the bedrooms and everything like that. I mean, we owned this place for a week.
There was always kind of that scratching your head questioning, well, you sure that you know what you're doing type of thing. And we knew what we were doing, but I'm fairly certain nobody else did.
The hardest thing about the project was just trying to get a grip on
what the hell was going on with all of these different, you know, 3 possibilities of every scene.
I don't know if difficult is the exact right word. It was very different and unusual, and I liked that challenge.
So when you work in a film, everything is mixed up anyway. But here, people expected you to be following all the different eventualities. Okay, we're going to do the elevator scene alternate 2, and we would just have to remember that that's when, you know, I get a gun in the head instead of a cheese ball in my face.
And there were times I would go, okay, is this my story or is this Mark's? And where am I coming from then in his situation?
I didn't even bother to keep track. I had no idea what was going on. Why should I bother? I'm an actor. Do cattle know what's happening to them?
I mean, he was a VJ on MTV. And what we found during the shooting is all of that training that Kevin had of treating a camera like a best friend was the absolute perfect training for the premiere Interfilm episode. Because he knows how to talk to it like it's a human being, so he instantly brings the audience in.
But let me say about Bob is that he's great to work with. He's very happy, very upbeat the whole time. He was the most happy, pleased man I'd ever seen in my life up to that point. And then I took a recent trip to a psychiatric ward as a part of an outreach program, and there are other people who are happier. But all I mean to say is that Bob was very pleased, and the way that he works is tremendous. You know, it's like, what, no hair in the gate? Okay, next scene. I love that.
The leading female role is played by Colleen Quinn, who's a wonderful actress from Broadway and television and a lot of soap opera work, but just wonderfully charming, and she's great.
I had read the script and thought it was rather unusual and jumped all over the place. I did not know that it was audience remote controlled until much further into the process.
The villain is Mark Metcalf, who you may remember as Niedermeyer from Animal House, but he's great, plays Richard Hewitt.
It's always harder when you have less money, and it's always harder when people are learning, and people were learning in this about the form, how to tell the story. Bob was learning about film, I think, and everybody was sort of learning on the job, so that makes it harder. It also makes it more, makes it interesting.
What are you doing here? Am I like Leslie? No. And what I'm excited about with the film that I've seen so far is I definitely had an idea about her in terms of her earnestness and her naivete, and that she really believes what she's doing. I really like her. She had been described to me as the perils of Pauline by Bob, so I thought about that a lot, that she's trying to maintain her composure in non-composed situations.
Colleen was very poised, just always extremely professional. You know, just I guess because she's been working on soap operas, just that the idea that, you know, go and do it again, just the most remarkably well-poised person I think I've ever seen.
Kevin, I had to suppress myself from laughing while we were doing scenes. That was rather difficult. I was glad we had a couple takes sometimes so I could see what he was going to do.
And she only kicked me twice, and I deserved it, both times.
Colleen was sweet and really pretty and nice and fun to work with.
Mark and I got more of a chance to talk because we had late night shoots together that had some more spare time, so we talked about various things, and I knew of his work. And he was swell. It was a real pleasure to work and to get to know him.
Mark, too, was just a bastion, a tower of professionalism.
Kevin, I didn't really work with that much, but he seemed very funny. He smiles all the time. He might need some professional help, I don't know.
Like when he got the mace in his eyes. You know, they were begging him, you know, Mark, we'll just do it with water, it'll just, maybe a little glycerin, it'll be just a little bit of stagecraft. He said, no, that's not the way I worked. It's not the way we did it in Animal House. We're taking the real mace this time, and he delivered all of his lines when a lesser man would have retched. I wrote those 3 segments so that it wouldn't really make much difference where you came into them. They're all sort of like Muzak in a way. I mean, Richard's music is very much like the cheesiest Muzak you can imagine.
Good evening, officer.
But in a way, Jack's music, which is sort of like fake heavy metal, is also Muzak because it's just completely cliched, and it really doesn't have a structure to it. It's just bashing and thrashing, and wherever you come into it, it doesn't make any difference. The music was great. I got such a hoot out of the music. Is there going to be a soundtrack? Because it seems like, I mean, can you get the album in stores or something? I don't know. I'll talk to talk to Joe about that. I mean, there isn't one note in the score that's serious or meant to be taken seriously. And there's something very liberating about that.
I like the music a lot. Country Joe and the Fish, right? No, who was that? Who made the music? Who was it? Joe Jackson, that's right. I don't know these modern people.
One of the reasons I got involved with this was because it was something new and because it seemed like it was fun. And I think whenever you get an opportunity to be involved in something new, you might as well be in on it, even if it sort of goes the way of 3D glasses and odorama or whatever.
I loved it. That really hit me when I saw it for the first time because obviously we did not have the music when we were filming, and I think it added so much to it. I think it's really great.
The main thing about the score that was different for me is doing something completely electronic, which I hadn't done much of, where I've played everything myself. And that was really because I felt like this film was like playing a big video game. I don't have a problem with the fact that the audience is going to change this thing every time it's shown, and that's going to change the music too. I just hope that everyone sees it more than once, so they get to hear as many of the different bits as possible, that's all.
The end!
Because of this new technology, this new media, what you get to do is, instead of just thinking, why did he say that to her? Why did that happen? You can change it. Don't just sit there. Change it. You know, you decide. It's up to you.
Hello, everyone. What you are about to see is completely different from any cinematic experience you've ever had. And I'm here to tell you all about it. Follow me, won't you? Until now, this has been the extent of audience participation in movies.
Don't go in that door! No!
Fun, but far from satisfying. But that's all about to change. Let's try a little experiment, shall we? You'll be seeing a lot more of these. Go ahead and press the button in front of you to activate your console. You see how your vote counts? During the first part of our presentation, you'll be able to switch between 3 different channels, kind of like your remote control at home. Except here at Interfilm, all the channels are related to each other. And what's on those channels, you might ask?
Jack Beener. Jack's just a modern guy looking for a little fun and romance. What he doesn't know is that he's dressed completely wrong for the downtown party he's on his way to. Leslie Campbell. Leslie's an innocent person caught in the middle of a construction scandal. She's about to get out of it by turning in her corrupt partner. She's meeting an FBI agent tonight. The code words for their rendezvous are "I'm your man." And Richard Hewitt. This is the guy Leslie Campbell is about to turn over to the authorities. If you want villain, you've got villain with Richard. During the first part of the film, use your pistol grip as a remote control and switch between each of the characters to learn as much as you can about them. Once enough of you vote for one character, the movie will change automatically.
Later, you'll have to make more specific choices. But don't worry about that now. They'll let you know when it's time. Oh yes, and one more thing. Every time you switch to another character, the tabulation returns to 0. So if you want to watch someone else, vote right away. That will let everyone know. But enough of me rambling on. It's time for you to decide with whom you want to begin your Interfilm adventure. And besides, I see that my little nuclear reactor experiment's beginning a minor meltdown. I'll see you later.
There are aliens among us. They're plotting to take over the planet. There are agents trying to stop them.
Sykes, Charlie A. I'm taking over the Big Corp case.
And it's all come down to a bicycle race.
A bicycle race!
Danny Deal.
Danny Deal cannot win this race.
Nash Jones.
Nash can race, but he doesn't win.
In a race that holds the fate of the Earth in the balance.
There's a lot more at stake here than just your stupid reputation.
What happens is up to you. Ride for your life.
The Baumeister's reign of terror continues unabated. A city waits breathless with terror, wondering where and when this madman will strike next.
Welcome to my house. I bet you're looking for the big one, right?
The Baumeister has said this time people will die, and there's no reason to disbelieve him.